Alright, now,
Alright, so
Ben, why are you
here's
talking
a
about Limbo?
little
Game came out like 7 years ago.
history with myself and
Because of
Limbo.
Inside.
I played it
And people
mm,
just
3 years ago?
just sucking that inside dick.
A while ago.
And not to be so graphic,
Didn't really like it that much at all.
but I did. So
Some people were saying this is one of their favorite games.
everyone did the same thing to Limbo. They
Blah,
loved Limbo.
blah,
Oh,
blah,
it's so
blah,
great. It's so
blah.
great.
Don't
And I
really
didn't like it that
care.
much. I played it a couple of years
Don't
ago
think it was that
when I
good.
did play it.
I'm here
Didn't
today.
it didn't
Partially
sit well with
because
me.
of
I
Inside,
wasn't
which
huge into
do
it. I
like
liked
to
the
play,
ending.
Just so I can say I did.
Throw all that away.
Shit all
Throw
over
all
it,
that
or
aside.
really enjoy
Because
it. I don't know.
I decided,
I don't know.
and I'm going to do this with a couple different games, go back to them. I
Let's
didn't
see.
like them. I'm going to go back now, years later, see if I like them again.
But I
Okay?
just remember
I think that's
being
fair.
really
Give a
annoyed
game
with
another
the
chance.
checkpoint
I own
placement.
it. I might as well
How-
play it again. I mean, who the fuck knows?
He walks so slow. It just doesn't feel right. Like I was testing the audio
But man,
earlier, so I did
this
these
this
first
game,
couple things. And
this fucking game.
you go down this rope, right?
Where to
And if
begin
you
with Limbo? And
die,
I feel like I'm gonna skip
for
ahead on
instance,
this
if
video
you fall
actually
in this
to
pit
maybe
right there on the right,
maybe to here.
ugh,
Oh, that's a good point. This is the same problem I have with Uncharted 1 through 3. Uncharted 4 is amazing and yay, 10 out of 10, whatever. Uncharted 1 through 3 are games that are
see, that was an appropriate
20, 30% of the
checkpoint.
time,
Fucking with you.
10 out of 10 to me. The rest of the time, not that great. And maybe I had the equation wrong, but it doesn't matter. That same
Oh.
idea applies to Limbo in
Got some
spades.
platform.
Running around on like
Doing
this stuff
that.
like this. Okay, I'm running around on little tree stumps. That makes sense. What do I do here? Oh, it snaps. Okay, I get it. I understand how this works.
Oh,
I'm
no.
solving, quote unquote, solving puzzles. Jumping around. This is great. Okay. That's half the game. The other half the game is a bunch of shitty checkpoints that don't fit. So, okay, here's a big problem for me in this game. You'll die. You die several times.
Oh no! What have I done?
Like-
Oh, my neck.
Like that. Jesus Christ. This poor child. You'll die several times in the game. And the game always seems to put you back. Either the checkpoints
How
are
was I
great,
supposed to know this
or they
was
put you
gonna
back
run?
all the
Or
way way
run,
too far.
run.
There's one checkpoint in the game. You know, I feel like I should draw this.
How was I supposed to know that?
Where's my...
Oh god.
Oh, there's shit on this. God damn it.
Alright, why are you gonna have to move?
Motherfucker. Oh, there's
Where?
dust on it too. Oh, no. Alright, I can't draw anything today. There's dust all over my hands. Like a fucking cobweb. There'll be a checkpoint. Here's a checkpoint, right?
Oh,
Here's your
oh,
Limbo man.
Okay, good. For a second there, I
Here's
thought
a
I had
block.
to just jump over it.
Okay? The checkpoint is here.
We're good. We're safe.
What I
Those-
have to
those
do
ones
after
are
this
cool, but
is
it's all
jump
wrapped
over
up
the
in
block
this-
and push it.
the
If I
controls just
fail,
feel
I go
so
all the way over here
mucky.
and I have to push the fucking block again.
Puppets
It's
now?
just obnoxious. And half the game is like
Those
that.
Mario
I don't understand
The puppet
why
guy.
it's like that. Why are these checkpoints so shitty? Especially when half the checkpoints are good. That's not the biggest problem though. The checkpoints is the easiest problem to fix. I don't know why it hasn't been fucking fixed. But you,
Ugh, that is not
they
what I
have
wanted to
these
happen.
puzzles. Right? They have these puzzles in here. Maybe I can skip to the one I got annoyed with, actually,
Right,
and
dick.
find it. Is this it? Right here? No. Because it's the first one in the game where
I
it's
wanted-
so
I
egregious.
built an entire spider,
its
but I
layout.
only built one lever.
I'll find it. I'll find it. And see, I died right there. That's another example of what the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, we made this really cute art
I
style.
guess I'm the
Oh,
only
great.
one who
Thank
finds
you for
shit like
making a
that
really,
super
really
annoying.
stylistic art style.
Okay,
Now I
guess
can't
I
see
run.
fucking
I don't
shit.
know, I can
Is that
barely
on
tell.
fire
What do I
or is
do?
that
I don't
dust?
know. I guess
I
died
don't
the first
know
time.
because you spent too much time trying to make a
Maybe
cute
that's my
art
problem
style,
with it. There aren't enough
which
puzzles or
overstays its welcome and
situations
isn't that
where
interesting. Stuff in the background
you
looks
can just
detailed
kinda
and
luck
cool.
out
I'm
the
down with
first
that.
time,
I'm down with these weird people. They
basically
disappear.
you get
I don't fucking
and then you
understand.
have to learn
So this
to
puzzle
over
that I'm talking about
in a
in
way
particular
that you didn't even know what happened.
is one where you have to pull a
Because who
switch,
expects a
you
flaming
pull the rope
fire?
all the way down,
But
and then you have to
good play so
run
far. Actually, I'm
under it
curious.
and get to the next part of the rope.
Now I can see how
But
far
the
I am
timing
in.
for this and the jumping is so convoluted and floaty that you can
Seem to be moving
barely
pretty
make it to the
quickly
rope.
if you
And
view the
because of
movements
that, you
squares.
might not think that that's the correct solution, when in fact it
Lots
is.
of suicide in this game. I do not
So
remember
let me
that much
reiterate
suicide.
that. The solution
Oh
to the
God,
puzzle
I can't duck. I'm
requires
just a poor boy.
such good
Oh.
timing with the shitty controls that you could think, and you probably will think several times
supposed to
throughout the
do, though?
game, like I did, that you're doing it wrong.
Clearly.
There are many situations like this where it's like, am I doing this puzzle wrong? Is there something wrong with this? What am I missing? I'm not missing anything. I just have to get this perfectly
Jeez,
timed,
oh,
and it's not fun to be perfectly timed in this game. And I don't understand. There are moments where it'll introduce a mechanic, right? And the first
Well, that's not
puzzle
annoying
with
at
the
all.
introduced mechanic
Well, who put both of
is
them right
frustrating
there
and
now?
annoying and stupid, and I don't like it. For instance, when there's saw blades coming at you and you gotta jump on the box, the timing on that's all awkward. The jumping never feels right. It's floaty and weird. That puzzle sucks. It's not even really a puzzle, but I'm gonna call them all puzzles. That situation, I guess,
This is enjoyable
sucks.
though.
And then it
Still
then it
annoying,
evolves
I'm
that
just
to another one right
trying
after
to
that.
remove my bias
And
from
that
before.
one is
Ugh,
good
This game is really stupid, except for the very end. I did.
and is well thought
I
out.
did rather enjoy
Stuff
the
like this,
ending.
well thought out,
I remember
well
that. I
laid
remember
out.
specifically about
So it's
when I played Limbo the first time
completely
was,
baffling to me
wow,
how
the
half
ending
of
was
these
good.
situations in this
That was
game
the whole, I wish the whole
are
game was.
ridiculous and are not
Is
fun
ending.
and don't make any sense.
And
And then the
this is
other half
cool. Oh,
work
Do I
perfectly.
have to wait for him
There's
to press
another
it down?
example later in the game
'Cause I don't think I can.
where the first
I
situation
don't think I
is
can jump
great,
that.
and then they build upon that. Or no, the first situation is
See, shit like
terrible,
that's cool.
and you
I'm
can't
totally
understand
down
what's
with that.
going on. And then the next one's not good, or the next one is good, and it doesn't make sense. There's a point at the very end of the game
I'd be more down with this if. Oh Jesus!
where, I mean, spoilers, who gives a
Music.
shit? Where you start to be able to mess with gravity, so you can hit these switches
Run
and reverse the
away,
gravity up and down,
child.
right?
Oh no!
That's fine. That's normal. That's puzzly time, right? And then there's this jump.
Yeah,
You're
coming around
sliding
Limbo.
down a thing and you jump.
Still not coming around.
And
the
there's
art
a
style.
little innocuous switch that, because of the art style and because
again,
you've never
very
before switched gravity
I
to
remember
left and
puzzles being
right,
more involved. I remember
just
them
up and down,
being proper
you've never
puzzles.
done left and right. What is
Was I
playing?
just really dumb?
Oh, Limbo. Oh, that's good. Probably really quiet. You can hear me talking. That's great. You know what? Fucking great. Because Limbo does deserve to break every goddamn thing it touches. It's not very good. It's not very well thought out. Half of it is. That's the thing that's so frustrating about it. Half of it is. And this puzzle I was talking about before I realized it was messing up is they could have solved this so easily by making a room before that where you do make the gravity go left and right. But because it's never taught or explained before, you end up with these situations where you're like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Like this. You end up having to dodge and pull the spider's leg, right? This spider that somehow is alive despite having all of its legs torn off but one. Fine. You have to pull off its leg, but it doesn't really make sense, and you can jump on top of it and it just kind of flops around. There's no feedback given. Let me see if I can find that puzzle. You know, just jump ahead again. Maybe I can play the audio some more so it's really quiet with me complaining during the thing. Oh, like, this is fucking bullshit too. It doesn't. The puzzles aren't. They're just not good. This game is just not good, and I don't understand why it's so good. At the very end, there's this screen, and it's like, here's 30 playtesters, and I'm like, really? 30 playtesters thought that all of these checkpoints were good. Thought that all of these puzzles made sense. There's one puzzle at the very end too, where you're dealing with these switches and it's moving these blocks, right? And the problem with that is one of the blocks is off screen halfway. So you don't even really know what it's doing. It's just kind of moving. And it's one puzzle. It feels like so incomplete. Like, I would have loved to have done a bunch of different puzzles like this. But instead it's just one, and it's like I get the shitty puzzle. Either the puzzles are really good or really shitty. How was I supposed to know you don't jump in that water? You jump in fucking everything. What is happening? Also, how does this game even exist? If you hold down the A button, you just constantly jump. How? I was jumping off vines all the time because of this. This is the exact checkpoint I was talking about earlier. This block, the checkpoint's right here when you walk past that little rock. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. The checkpoint's right here when you walk past this rock, right about there. But to do this puzzle, you have to pull this block and jump over the block. It's fucking annoying. The game gets in its own goddamn way. Why is the checkpoint so far away? Why isn't he grabbing the ladder? Like, I swear to God, there are times I jumped off things that I didn't even do. I just grabbed a rope and the guy's like jumps off it. I don't understand. Why is this game so bad and so good too? That's the thing. That's the thing. How am I the only? I feel like I'm the only person who notices these flaws. These checkpoints are bad. I notice bad checkpoints in basically every game I play. It's exhausting how bad some of these checkpoints are. But you saw where I had to restart. I'm going to restart again and walk all the way back over there. It doesn't, like, why don't you make a checkpoint where when I touch the switch and wherever I have, you know, is where it is. Now I got to move this thing. I got to move that over there. It's not a fun thing to do. And I played this and I want to review, I want to play and review Inside. Because what the fuck is going to go on with Inside? It's supposed to be better. It better be better because this wasn't very good. It's got some neat ideas, but it gets in its own way. These puzzles are fun. When this game is good, it's really good. It's fine. It's great. But most of the time, it is not great. Actually, the memories and I'm glad I never had to play it again. I can just watch this stupid playthrough I did. Because I don't want to play this again. I don't get it. It's cool. It's cool in the same way in a lot of ways of like Prince of Persia, where things are falling apart all around you and you're just jumping around. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let's look at this too. That debris falling down, I am assuming can kill you. But I don't know because everything looks like a background. This art style is a cool idea that should not have stayed. There's no, you can't tell what's happening. And I die here because I just jumped early and I land on the spikes. Oh, and I land in the water. So I die there, right? I die there. Where do I restart? Let's place bets. Way the fuck over here. And the game is so slow. You're just wandering around like this doofus little dumbhead kid. I can't stand it. I just can't. I just can't stand it. I can't find that puzzle too I got super mad at. Oh, this is an example. Okay. This is an example of a puzzle that requires too perfect of timing. So this H is electrified, so you can't jump on it, right? The H, FYI, really far away. Okay? Really fucking far away, to the point of where you almost think you can't make the jump. Right? Right? The timing required is pretty precise. Why is it so precise? This would have been better as a fun roller coaster ride like the rest of the game is. The rest of the game, when it's good, is a weird roller coaster ride where you're jumping off the thing and you're sliding down here and then you push that and you flip a switch. That's fun and good. But some of this shit is baffling. If they had just moved the H over, it would have been a perfect thing. Like, oh, I jump on that. Instead, it almost looks too far away, so you second guess yourself. Like, that's not what you want. That's not what you want from, you're making a game for the player. You don't want the player to look at it and go, nah, I can't do that. That jumps too far. That's the only thing you can do. You want to make it look inviting. Now, obviously, it's inviting because it's got the lights and one's not lit up, so you would inherently think that, but stuff like that is cool. Just stick to that shit. The stuff that fucking works. I'm a broken record on this. This game is not very good. I don't care how good some of it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the rest of it that pisses me off is too much. It's too much. And we get to this point too, right? You got to slide this little rail cart around. Somehow the jump required to finish this segment requires you to be like at the very top, at the perfect apex of this. Why? Why is so much perfection? Like, look at, do I make it? No. How much perfection do I need in a silly little dumb game like this? It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit the theme, especially when half the jumps don't require this perfection. I fail right here. Watch this. No, I didn't even get close enough. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? This stupid little physics object is flopping and flipping around. And the guy is difficult. He's not difficult to control. He just controls like a weirdo. I don't even remember how I did this. Oh, you push it the other way. Yeah, that's right. So that's cool. I like solving a puzzle. But the puzzles, man, I don't know. I just don't like it. And I kind of want to shit all over it. That's what I do. It's my show. I shit all over this. That's the theme of this episode, because Harry Potter, not very good either. Spoiler. You see that? You see how close I was? Oh, sorry, Limbo. I didn't get your fucking pixel perfect jump for no goddamn reason right. Fuck you. At least there was no checkpoint to fuck up. Ridiculous. Stuff like this is cool. But look how close you are. It almost makes you feel like you're doing it wrong. Oh, this is the rope I fall off of. I climbed too far down. Oh, I climbed too far down. Should we make the player just stop on there? No, let's kill him and make him have to do the puzzle again. Okay. Okay, why don't I just jump off a bridge and make my own Limbo game where I'm actually in Limbo because I jumped off a fucking bridge. This is exhausting. This game is ridiculous. It's too much for me. I cannot wait to buy Inside on a Steam sale for $10 max, because fuck you. I'm not paying any more than that and I think I only paid like $2 for Limbo on a Steam sale years and years ago. Because this isn't worth it. This is some people's favorite game of last generation. Those people should probably be looked into for being maybe mental patients. Maybe they were taken over by aliens. I don't know. But that's not normal. That doesn't compute. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't. That's Limbo. This is a review? I don't know. All right, I just can't. How many good ideas can you have and then fuck it up the entire rest of the way? That's it. That's the one sentence review of Limbo. You had so many good ideas. How did you end up fucking half of them up? How? You should be ashamed. All these playtesters, ashamed. Alright? So glad I had to knock that over. I'm so glad I had to knock that over, restart the checkpoint, and walk over here. And I was like, so fucking slow, man. I can't. Just can't. It's exhausting.